Hey, what's going on? Ryan here with Intersection Records, and we're talking about Billy Joel turning 75. Billy Joel, one of the great singer-songwriters, in the rock and roll era, one of the great American singer-songwriters of all time. And really, when you think about it, and just kind of thinking about it this morning, you have your Bob Dylans, but Bob Dylan doesn't cross over as much as Billy Joel. You have your Bruce Springsteens, but even Bruce Springsteen maybe doesn't cross over as much. Billy Joel's still performing in stadiums. He's still playing on large scale tours. Just one of the great treasures in American rock history and really the world. He was born on May 9th, 1949 in New York City, born in the Bronx, grew up on Long Island. His father was a classically trained piano player. At age 4, Billy was following in his father's footsteps, and really when the Beatles came to America and played on the Ed Sullivan show, it changed a lot of people's lives in younger generation. And here's what he said about that. He said, "The one performance changed my life. Up to that moment, I had never considered playing rock as a career. And when I saw 4 guys who didn't look like they'd come out of Hollywood star mill, who played their own songs and instruments, and especially because you could see this look in John Lennon's face as he looked like he was always saying, F you. I said, I know these guys. I can relate to these guys. I am these guys. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to play in a rock band." And you can go down the line of the John Fogertys and everybody else who did the same thing. Ronnie Van Zant. At age 16, he joins a band called The Echoes that specialized in British invasion covers. In late 65, The Echoes changed their name to The Emeralds and then to The Lost Souls. Joel left the band in 67 to join the Hassles. And ultimately, with the bandmate from the Hassles, started a band called Attila that was a progressive psychedelic rock, hard rock band that got a recording contract, and they put an album out in 1970 that didn't really go anywhere. Billy Joel doing progressive metal. But he did get signed to a record label, Family Productions, in 1970 and put out Cold Spring Harbor, which is a hamlet up on Long Island. That album did spur the song She's Got Away. That song didn't really hit, though, for years to come, and really that album didn't do very much, but he was signed to Columbia. He's opening up for people like Jay Giles Band. Check out Jay Giles Band. By the way, check out my channel, subscribe to my channel. We do shows every single day. His second album and his first with Columbia is Piano Man. Of course, has Captain Jack on it, The Ballad of Billy the Kid. On recent tours, he's played that song, which is incredible. And of course, the signature song of Billy's career, Piano Man. But Piano Man did not hit when it came out in 1973. So on his 1974 album, he did a sarcastic response to Piano Man called The Entertainer, which is one of his great songs as well. We're going to now go through kind of some of his albums and so forth. Again, Street Light Serenade, 74. 1976, Turnstiles featuring Say Goodbye to Hollywood. Miami, 2017, New York State of Mind. What a song that is. What a signature song. He's already got signature songs in his repertoire, 3 albums in. But then 1977, you have The Stranger, my favorite album. The title track, The Stranger, Moving Out, Just the Way You Are, Scenes from an Italian Restaurant, Vienna. So much thought in these songs. A guy that's able to tell the story, certainly tell the New York story, but really tell the story of Americans at that time. Only the Good Die Young's off The Stranger. She's Always a Woman to Me is off The Stranger. Then the next year, 1978, he puts out 52nd Street, Big Shot, Honesty, My Life, The Great Zanzibar. Right? 1980, Glass Houses, You May Be Right, I May Be Crazy. but it just may be a lunatic that you're looking for. Don't Ask Me Why, still rock and roll to me. He's taking in some of the new wave sounds now. He's adjusting with the times. He's changing. He's still making these 3.5-minute songs that are hooky. You know, he's becoming a live sensation with his great band that he had for years. 1982, we have Nylon Curtains featuring Allentown. Incredible song that holds up well. Pressure. Maybe he's feeling the pressure. By the way, he doesn't make any money in the 70s off all these albums. He's in bad recording contracts. He's broke. I think he has to have a couple major financial issues personally. Good Night Saigon is on Nylon Curtain. Great song. 1983, Innocent Man. I'm 51 years old. That's really, that Nylon Curtain and Innocent Man's when it's really on my radar. I mean, my parents had The Stranger and 52nd Street, and that's how I got into him. But now he's starting to do songs for my generation. The title track from Innocent Man is one of the most beautiful songs of all time. Uptown Girl, written about his romance with Christy Brinkley, who he ends up marrying. Leave a Tender Moment Alone. Again, you can then go into these ballads that are just whimsical and beautiful. Tell Her About It. I mean, just great songs. The Longest Time, that doo-wop thing, the 50s. Same thing with Leave the Tender Moment Alone. He's able to revert back to his childhood and use song signatures from those moments, but still be up front, be current. 1986, we have The Bridge. This Is the Time, big, huge anthemic songs. Matter of Trust. Baby Grand. Does he do a cover with Ray Charles on Baby Grand? I think he does. Big Man on Mulberry Street, which is a big live part in his show with saxophone. He plays the Soviet Union in 1986. That's how big this guy is. I mean, that's unheard of in 1986. Stormfront comes out in 89. We Didn't Start the Fire. The Downeaster Alexa. Incredible songs. I Always Go to Extremes. Leningrad. And then his last album of pop material is 1993's River of Dreams. Think about the title track, River of Dreams. Think about the song Lullaby, Goodnight My Angel. How beautiful that is. Just recently in 2024, he puts a song out, Turn the Lights Back On, which is a great song. He's recently done a special on CBS where he's live. He's played Shea Stadium, the closing of Shea Stadium. Paul McCartney frequently joins him on stage. He's done Yankee Stadium. He's played, had guests come up. He's had Brian Johnson from AC/DC come up and they do songs together. He is the consummate professional. He's the consummate entertainer. He is the piano man. Happy birthday. You're one of the greatest live performers I've ever seen, and I've seen everybody. Happy 75th birthday. Billy Joel, you are an icon. You are one of the great players and writers. Elton John is writing just the music. Billy Joel is writing the music and the lyrics. He's the whole package. Check him out. Obviously, he's fantastic. Peace out. We'll catch you later. See you.